Hello friends, welcome back to online math. So we're going to be solving this question right here. So what we have is x plus y equal to 9, and then x multiplied by y is equal to 20. So what are the values of x and y that is actually going to satisfy this? Okay, so we want to find out what is going to be the value of x, and of course what will be the value of y. Okay, so moving on, what I'm just going to do, if I name this equation 1 and then name this equation 2, what I'm going to do is just to make x the subject in equation 1. So if I do that, I'm going to be having that x will be equal to, so I'll just push y to the right hand side, so this will be 9 minus y. Okay, and then I'm going to use this x here to substitute in equation 2, so that is wherever I see x, I'm actually going to replace it with 9 minus y. So I can even decide to call this equation 3 for easy referencing. Okay, so substituting, what I'm going to be having is that this now changes to, okay, so let me write y into 9 minus y, okay, is equal to 20. Now I can go ahead to open this bracket. 9 times y is equal to 9y, and then y times y will be equal to minus y squared, and is equal to 20. Okay, so I'll bring 20 to the left hand side, so kind of subtracting 20 from both sides, so that will be 9y minus y squared minus 20 is equal to 20 minus 20 will be 0. Okay, so I'm going to find a way to make the coefficient of y squared to be equal to 1 and not minus 1. So I'm just going to multiply it through by minus. So if I do that, this is actually going to change to positive y squared, and then this one will change to negative y, 9y, and then this one will change to positive 20. Okay, it's equal to 0. So you can see that I've got some quadratic equation. So I'm just going to be using the formula method to solve. So y will be equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2 times a. Okay, and of course in this case a is the coefficient of y squared, which is equal to 1, and then b is the coefficient of y, which is equal to 9. Okay, and then c is this constant, which is equal to 20. So what I'm going to do next is just to go ahead to replace all of these values in this formula. Okay, so if you watch very well, b, which is the coefficient of y, is minus 9 here, so this is minus 9. Okay, so if I now replace the values of a, b, c, you can see b here is minus 9, and then of course it is still the same here, minus 9, and then a here is 1, and c is equal to 20. So these are the values I've replaced in that formula, and then it's actually going to be divided by 2 times a, which is just 2 times 1. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead to evaluate. Okay, and of course this one is actually going to change to 9. Minus times minus is plus, so this one will be equal to 9, and then this minus 9 squared will be equal to 81. Okay, and then of course 4 times 1 times 20 will be equal to 18. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, and of course this one will be equal to 2. So simplifying it from here, y will be equal to 9 plus or minus the square root of 81, okay, minus 18 divided by 2. So moving on, this will be equal to 9 plus or minus the square root of 81 minus 80 is just 1, and then divided by 2, and this will be equal to 9 plus or minus the square root of 1 is just 1. Okay, and of course divided by 2. So when you evaluate this, you're actually going to be having 9 plus 1 divided by 2, or 9 minus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so for this case, you're going to be having 10 divided by 2, or 8 divided by 2. Okay, and then of course, this one is equal to 5 or 4. So eventually you see that y is equal to 5 or 4. Okay, so now that we've gotten our y, we can go to our equation 3, which of course we got here, x equal to 9 minus y. So if we put it right here, x equal to 9 minus y, that's actually the formula we are going to be using to get the value of x. So we just go ahead to replace. So for y equal to 5, we can go ahead to compute our x. X will now be equal to 9 minus 5, which is equal to 4. Okay, and then for y equal to 4 right here, we can have that our y, or that our x, will now be equal to 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. Okay, so this is actually going to be the values of x and x and y. And so if we bring the solutions together, so x comma y is now going to be equal to 5 comma 4 or 4 comma 5. Okay, and then of course you can actually go ahead to find out whether this will satisfy the problem we are solving. So the problem we just solve is x plus y equal to 9, and then of course x multiplied by y equal to 20. So you can actually use any of these. So if x is equal to 5, we have 5 plus y to be equal to 4, and is actually equal to 9. So when you also put it right here, 5 times 4, it will still be equal to 20. And of course, if you also use the second one here, 4 plus 5 is still equal to 9, and then 4 times 5 is still equal to 20. So you can see that this actually satisfies the problem we are solving, and basically that is how you solve this kind of problem. Let me know if you've understood this, and then let me have a thought in the comment section. Subscribe to our channel for more updates, like this video and share it with your friends, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.